So we're just gonna go into basic hip bump sweep. So I'm gonna be here. First priority, break the posture down. I'm just gonna go nice and easy, just go underneath. So I'm gonna go underneath, bridge up, pull my knees in. Okay, I wanna have his weight on his hands, or his hands at least a little bit busy. Okay, so I'm here, I'm gonna bridge up, push down, pull my knees in. From there, I'm gonna plant, pinch my knees, I'm anchoring myself to them, sit up, and I'm coming over top this arm. Okay, hold this spin, bam, right here. Okay, so up, drop down, plant. I want to plant both feet. Don't try and hip bump sweep with one leg raised. It's going to be a lot harder. Sit up to my elbow. I'm over top. Now I'm going to like find those two bones in the elbow, in, and then I'm going to hit him with my hip. Okay, I'm not just like trying to push him. He's going to be able to resist that. I am trying to hit him with my hip to go that way, in. Okay, and keep him here. So, one more time. We're here. Nice close guard. Bridge up, bridge or pull down, knees to chest, keeping that tight. Drop, trap, trap, bridge through. I'm bridging with both feet in, and I'm raising my hips. I'm not just trying to push them this way. I'm trying to take them in an arc over top. I want the maximum amount of like effort going this way rather than, and getting used to that. So that way when I have a resisting opponent, I'm not just doing this and they're just falling over for no reason. Right? I'm here and I'm trying to hip through them all the way. Boom. Okay? And then I land and I want to be ending in a good mount. I don't just go, okay, I'm done. Like get into a nice low mount, play around with it from there. You want to see this? Yeah, 3 to 1. With same hip bump, I'm just with a partner that's not like leaning forward or anything. They're kind of sitting back, good base. So can you bring heels to butt? Yeah, like boom, nice heavy base. So we're playing around from here, right? And it's as if like we're playing this close guard game where he's trying to get past the close guard. He's trying to like push down on a leg or whatever it is, right? He's trying to get past here. Now, he doesn't have to be doing that, but that's where your base is, okay? I'm not like having him like leaning over where it's nice and easy to get this hip bump. We're gonna take it one step further where you're sitting back and you can have that, okay? So now I'm gonna do a quick action where I'm gonna unlock and I sit up and I'm trying to grab over this so I can sit up through him and go through, okay? If I'm here and he's down, this is like, it's a good way to start to rep it, to understand what way my hips need to go, but how often would you be here?
Not often.
Not often. This is rare, okay? This, having both hands on the mat, also rare. It's just a good way to get, like if he's like pushing in on those ribs, it's a good way to get one arm off kind of thing, or two arms. But again, not very common, especially in like a competitive sense or just in sparring. Most of the time they're on a hip, trying to push that knee, trying to do something from here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hips up, one under, and sit up, okay? I want to sit up and I'm trapping over top that arm, and then I'm going to hip through here and bring them down, okay? I'm still keeping the control, I'm still doing all the fun stuff. I'm just kind of skipping this step where we're here, right? It does happen, it does work. It's a great way to get the reps, but yeah, most of the time they're hip, knee, they're trying to get past the close guard, right? Yeah, so now I'm gonna bridge up, through, in, bridge up. I'm like, cause he's high up, I can't just do it from here and push my hips, he's not moving. I get my hips connected to him, smash him with the hip, come across, nice and low. Yeah? Play around with that? You want to see it? Yeah. 3 to 1. When I'm here, and he's like doing a typical guard pass, what arm do I go after? I personally, because I'm side bias, I've been doing this too long, and I really only hip bump to one side. I go this way. Does that mean that I can't go after this arm? No. I can go after this arm even if it's attached to my hip. Okay, I just have to rearrange my mindset. So if he just switches his hands, because I'm still going to go to this side. One, this foot is all jacked up. Two, I just feel more confident going to this side. I'm here, and I'm just going to grab this hand. I'm not even going to bring it off my hip. I'm just going to trap it. So now it's on my hip. He's trying to push that knee down, whatever. Boom. Open it up, okay? From here, it's a race. If I've initiated opening up my guard, I have now opened up an opportunity to get this hip bump, okay? If he opens my guard forcibly, boom, he has the advantage because he's implemented his will. So I'm going to be here, right? He's trying to push down, grab, up, right? Now I'm going to go over top of this arm, okay? I can go either way. Doesn't really matter, but I'm going to grab and I go over top. The grip over this is I'm not just like overhooking it. I'm just bringing my arm in line with his and here. I want that, okay? So I go down to these two little bones on the elbow, okay? And I just C-grip it right there, okay? Now if he goes to like move his arm around, I have it, right? I can keep that wrist if I want, but this is going to be the main factor. If for whatever reason, and we've seen this in grappling tournaments, he posts his arm out, way out there, and I bridge through him and his arm remains that way, well, he's probably going to have all of my weight and his weight on this one joint. Probably bad news for him. So boom, grab, start bridging. Okay, tuck this in. As I come through with my mount, we'll come back just so I can show. As I'm coming through with my mount at the end here, okay, grab, unlock, plant, pinch, up. Another reason why I pinch here is my knees are now straight up. If he goes to push this knee down, okay, it's a lot harder. If I just kind of keep it floating, a lot easier for him to manipulate. So I'm here, plant, pinch my knees. Up, grab. From here, bridge through, and then I'm going to remain on one side. Usually the side that I have that arm. I don't try and like keep that arm and like center line myself. I'm putting my weight over top of his shoulder and I'm spin. I will usually cross body control and hook with this one leg. Okay, now if he goes to move around, right, I have a lot of control here. Play around with that. 3, 2, 1. Just from hip bump, whichever one you want to play around with, right? If it's here, if it's both hands on the ribs, whatever one, it doesn't matter. Get the hip bump through, okay? Sit up, I hip bump through here, okay? Now I have all my like control on his right hand side. I can do a couple things here. I'm gonna move you, center line, bam. There we go. So I have all the control over here, right? The way I like to set up mounted triangle is I'm actually gonna hand off this one to in tight with this, okay? I'm just gonna grab it. This hand can now manipulate this arm, or I just bring it into the neck. Okay, I'm just looking to control right now. I wanna have my body on the one side. Now I'm just gonna like tripod. I'm gonna bring my knee up and over that arm. Okay, so usually what's happening, you know, he's either getting an elbow in, he's trying to push on the hip, he's doing a bunch of things, right? There's a bunch of options that he can be doing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my knee up, inside, and I'm gonna bring my knee down here, okay? From here, what do you wanna do from here, Tom?
What do I wanna do?
Yeah.
Try and bridge and go at the back.
Yeah, a lot of people will do that, they'll start to bridge. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this knee up now. So I'm going to come in, up, okay? You can see how this is starting to get worse for Tom. I can sit here, I can like wrist lock him until he moves his arm. I can do stuff, I can just push it out of the way. Then I'm just going to scoop the head through and around, right? I want to keep it nice and tight. When I'm scooping, I don't want to like just bring my calf to his neck. I'm again bringing that knee pit in and through. This should be fairly miserable for him. I'm getting under that jaw. Okay, so I'm here. Oh, there. Okay, bam. Ended my hip bump sweep here. Okay, from here, I'm just gonna bring my knee up and over. I'm just looking at controlling. From there, I bring this knee high. Okay, I'm just trying to keep his elbows away from his ribs. Then I can manipulate this arm down and away, wrist lock, whatever I want. Scoop the neck through. Okay. One thing a lot of people do from here, and they don't get the triangles, they lock it up and they go to their knee right away over here. I prefer to put weight on the thigh, on his rib cage here. Lock it up here. Okay. I can either keep this arm, you get like arm bars, you get all this fun stuff, or he gets it back, and now I sit down and through. Okay. So we've ended here. I have this. I'm gonna start to get my knee up and over that arm. I bring my near knee high, scoop the head, trap the arm, through. And I'm leaning over top my hip on his chest, lock that in, get that choke.
So you're not even like triangling your legs, you can just finish it from...
Yeah. The way I like to do it is, as soon as I get this up and over, is pinch this one in as tight as possible, and then I'll walk up. I usually don't have to lock up, just because everything's kind of getting worse and worse and worse. Brett, Christian. I can feel Tom wanting to know. Just this way there. Okay, so I end my hip bump sweep. I'm here, right? And I have that arm. From here, yeah, a lot of people start to get that arm. If I have to, I will go up and over it this way. That just seems like an easier way to do it. A lot of time, they're fighting that knee to go up and over. So then I bring it on the inside, and I just trap. Then I bring this knee high, here. Okay, and I'm not like letting that arm go. I'm keeping it trapped somewhat. Wiggle that arm around, okay? Try and get it out. Okay, now from there, since my knee is high, head, wrist, sit. And it goes from like this, which Brett isn't even breathing heavy or anything, right? Fine.
Yep.
Right? I can squeeze, I can lock it in, but I can lock up, right? That's what I want to hear. Then I lock over, right? And then I walk in, and I can get that. Then I can just like lock it up here too, squeeze down, and pop my knee. Play around with that. 3, 2, 1. Right, bam, there we go. I'm here, I have this arm, right? Some people are trying to get this arm back, get it safe. Some people are trying to push, try and do something with that arm, whatever it is, right? I can come up and over top of that arm, I can bring my knee on the inside and drive it down. From here, I want this knee high, up, okay? Then I can grab his head, trap that wrist. Now, I'm not sitting on his chest. I'm not square with him and sitting on his chest and then trying to like weasel that leg up. I'm gonna make it easy. I turn, right? Now, it's just up and over, okay? And then it's like scarfold or kesakatami, right? I am folding him over his own chest, right? I'm here, I have this, up. Now, this is across his chest, parallel, right? Boom, here. Then I'm leaning. Then I'm folding him over it. Worse? How's that?
Fine.
Right? If I go after this, here, he's fine. I want to squish him. I want to like, I got him in this awesome position. Unless there's like 10 seconds left in the round, and I'm like, man, I need to win this, right? I'm going to jump on it. If there's a minute left in the round, I'm grabbing his head, leaning over top, in, keeping this tight, right? I'm going to pressure him to that tap, right? And I'm leaning this way, bringing my knees in. Horrible?
Oh,
Yeah. Right? So back to the thigh, parallel with the chest. I'm not trying to sit on him directly. That's gonna make it a lot easier for him to get out, actually. Yeah? Play around with it. 3 to 1.